Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. I've had quite a few questions over a period of time, not all at once, about how I make my videos and what software I use, along the lines that because I post quite frequently, people think I sit around all day making videos. In your dreams. Better things to do. But only because of the software I use is this process incredibly easy. So the start of the process is obviously to film the clips. Well, if it's a 30-minute video, that's 30 minutes of time gone to actually film it. Yeah? And then I bring the camera in next to the computer. That gets connected with a direct fast USB connection. I always create a new folder and I download the clips off the camera into that folder. The clips that are in there this morning are the video clips I've done so far of my watering day and 2 dummy clips which I'm going to use in this video. I can see me getting in a muddle here. But if I wasn't organised, this could get messy, if you know what I mean. And so I've downloaded from the camera. So far there's about 15 minutes worth of clips were on the camera. That took just over 2 minutes to download onto the computer, so that doesn't take time, and it gives me a nice excuse to go and get a coffee. Okay, I've got a folder on the computer called Everything for Videos. It's all in the name, you know. So first thing I need to do is dump that clip in there. Okay, so that's now in there. The reason it's in there is purely because if I wasn't tidy, I would start losing things. Yeah, so that folder is now in here. Also in here, Everything for Videos, are my raw projects. I'll get onto that in a minute. These are the projects that my software knows of, that I've saved. They may be partly complete, they could be totally complete and uploaded onto YouTube, and I haven't deleted them yet because I keep this folder quite tidy. But in here is my project start. We'll get onto there. And then when a video is totally finished, it goes into final productions, which is where YouTube comes and looks for my videos because I've told it to. So that's how I try and keep some order in my life, if you know what I mean. So let's get the software loaded. The software is called PowerDirector 14. Which I didn't pay the sort of money for that you would normally pay. When PowerDirector 15 came out with quite a few new facilities which I didn't need, PowerDirector, the software company, put version 14 up for sale with a massive discount on it. And at the same time, Amazon put a massive discount on that discount. So it was a double discount. So I didn't pay a huge amount of money for what effectively is a professional bit of software. So that's its initial load. These pictures up here are examples of the sorts of things you might want to use in your project. I don't use them, but so far I haven't managed to get rid of them because I can't be bothered. So the first thing I've got to do is go and get my startup project. This software allows you to create or override the default source output settings and things like that, so you get to use your own folders instead of the folders it chooses. First video I ever produced took me nearly half an hour to find because of where it had buried it, so I thought we're not having that. So I need my project start. We'll open that. It'll ask me if I want to bring in the clips that are already built into that project, and yes I do. Okay. So that currently is looking at a project called Project Start, which I wish to maintain and not alter. So the first job is to save this project as a new name, and we'll call it Making Vids. Save that, and what I've done now is created a brand new project called Making Vids and maintained Project Start unaltered, and so it's reusable. Yeah, work tidy. Okay, so I now have a startup. First thing I want to do is change the banner heading because that's like a default, so I can modify that. That will come up in the pop-up. Today's date is what, 25th? So amend the heading. And then all I need to do really is just tidy up the alignment on that. I like the banner heading to go down the middle and look tidy rather than have big sticking out the end and at all different angles and things. So we just sort of line that up. Whoop, one too many, that's about right. That'll do. So this is only a how-to rather than a real video, if you know what I mean. But it will be a real one. So that's the banner heading done. As part of this project start, my startup music and my banner heading in there, and right down there buried off site at the moment, I'll go and get them in a minute, are the project end banner and the end music. They're already there, ready to go, but now I need some clips to make a video. So I'm going to import the data, and I'll get that data out of the media folder that we created earlier, which is living in there and is called 25th of the 7th. So select that folder, the software will now get those clips in. Now, as I'm making a specific video here and I don't want my watering day clips in this video, I'll just knock them out because I don't want them in this video, they're for another one. Which are the two I wanted? No, they're the last two, so I can get rid of all of these. I should just leave the two that I actually want to include. There we go. Now these two clips I filmed this morning as part of watering, and they're dummy clips because I'm doing a how to make a video, not a video. But I need some clips or I'm not going to be able to show you. So I've got my startup banner and my startup music. My startup music sticks out a bit because it overlaps, it fades into the first clip by design. So I go and get my first clip, line that up with the banner. Go and get my second clip, line that up with the end of that one. Now we'll go and find the end of the video, which is right down here somewhere. Well, let's close that gap. There we go, there they are, hiding up there. And we'll drag these back to the end of the clips. Just tag that on the end like that. That's a complex clip, that banner heading. It's got lots of things going on in it, so it takes a while to move it. Obviously it has to store it again. And then move my end music back, line that up with the very end of the video because again there's a slight overlap. Now strictly speaking that video's finished, but what else do I do to videos? I put pop-ups. Well, let's put a pop-up on then. I have one prepared in my titles section, and if I want to use it all I got to do is drag it down here. So we'll just pop that one there and modify it. So we'll just put some text in, dummy pop up. So that's what that little pop-up will look like. And the other thing I often add in is the picture of a particular orchid. Well, I need to go and get that obviously, so we'll import a media file, and I need to go and look in my hyperlinks folder and just drag that one in. So just open that and it brings that photo in, and then all I've got to do is line that photo up with the title pop-up so that they appear together. The software does vertical and horizontal, it's quite nice. Make the pop-up picture the same length as the title. It's now sitting there as a picture which has got handles on it, so I can just do that with it, push it over into the corner, and that's my pop-up title and my pop-up picture done. I'll just save that project as it is because it's effectively finished. I just want to show one other thing, and occasionally Windows will decide to do an update or something and gobble my memory, and if it does, this software is memory intensive and it can run out of memory and it just locks. It's a rare occurrence, but it's thanks to Windows, not the software. There's only so much memory. The other thing this software can do, if I take that clip, now if I was filming in the kitchen doing a repot or something, the light level's low, Or if I'm filming first thing in the morning in the grow room even, or in the middle of winter, the light level's low. Now, I've picked on a clip. All I've got to do is go into Fix Enhance and click Extreme Backlight. Watch the clip. Done. That's it. It's that easy. That's the software, not anything other than that. Yeah, so I mean that clip is now nice and bright. Again, I've altered the project, so I need to save it again. So we just save project, and that effectively is it. I have made a video. All I've got to do now is render it, which I won't film all of this. The rendering process takes roughly the same amount of time as the length of the video. This video is going to be so long, but the video we've just made is 59 seconds long. You know, that's the video I've just made. The video I'm making, which is what I'm filming and talking on now, will be longer because I'm gassing again. I just click Start, and there's a lovely option on this software. Down here I can click Shut Down Computer After Production. So if this was like a 35-minute video, it's going to take about 40-45 minutes to render it. Well, I can click that and go to bed, and it will just shut everything down. Or go out, or whatever, or go and do something else and forget it. But yeah, I mean, as this is it's a relatively short video, I suppose. No, there's no point filming watching a time bar going along. I'll come back. Okay, it's just coming up to the end of the rendering. It's got a countdown on it. It even shows the amount of free space on your computer disk and how much you've used and how big your video is and time remaining, time lapsed, how long it took to produce and all that sort of stuff. And when it actually finishes, it changes the screen like that. So if I'm at the other end of the room, it's blatantly obvious that that video is now ready to go. So I don't need this software anymore. Now this is going to blow your mind. At the moment I've got one video finished that I haven't tidied the clips up for, so they're still lying around. I've got the clips from my watering day, which we've just seen, the 2 clips for the video we've just made, which I've now used, but they're still there, and I'm part way through doing my Growing for Josh video. All that stuff's lying around. And the bit that's a bit worrying in my mind is I'm making a video now of a video I've just made. But the one I've just made is not the one we're going to load. It's the one that's still in the camera. I haven't even taken the clip off the camera yet. I can see me getting in a muddle here today. But anyway, that's how I make my videos. The only thing left to do would be, it always produces a file called produce, which I would rename and stick into my final productions folder, and then I would go into YouTube, click on upload, and away it would go. But you know, that's it. The video I just made was 59 seconds long, and you saw how long it took to make. It's part of this video, so you can actually see it as you're watching this video. The bit at which we start making it will have a time point on this video when it's done, because it's not done, it's still in the camera. And it'll have an end point where the video was finished, ready to load. So that's how long a video would take. It takes a bit longer if there's more clips, but not much. You know, I've just got to drag a few more clips into the timeline. If there's quite a lot of titles and pop-ups, I've got to drag those titles in, put the text in, go and get the pictures, line them up, you know, put them where I want them on the screen. But a 30-minute video has never taken me more than about 45-50 minutes to make, you know, to actually use the software and make it. We then wait for the rest of the day for YouTube to upload the flipping thing, but I have no control over that. So you can see my videos do not take long to put together. So I can do several in a day if I choose to do so. Now, one of the videos in the pipeline is about my notes. So I'm going to load this one first, and I'll load the notes one after. That's sat there ready to go, quite honestly. All I've got to do is put it into YouTube. So there'll be this one followed by my notes one, which I think make quite a nice pair. How I make my videos and the records that I keep and why, that sort of thing. And the other clips that were in this video some of which are now on the computer because I took them off the camera, some of which I haven't even filmed yet because I haven't finished watering yet. That video will probably get put together this evening with a glass of wine and probably get loaded tomorrow. So you can see there's lots of things on the go at the same time, and if I wasn't methodical you could see the sort of mess we could get in. Anyway, thanks for dropping by. See you next time. Just an add-on, of course the video you're watching is the one I've got in my hand, which I'm still filming. So I've now got to download that off of the camera onto the computer and do exactly the same as what I've just done in the making video section of this video. Confused? Well, if you're not, I flippin' am.